Do-do-do-do. Hello, anybody? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Or are you all at Mother's Day brunch? Hello, Michelle. How are you? And welcome. Hello, Natalia and Shara and Donna and Victoria and Melody and Louise. Actually, I'm Christine, and that's who I am. CL stands for Christine Lee, and that's what my dad used to call me when I was in trouble, which was a lot. Hello, Wendy. How are you? And hi, everybody coming over from May's stream. I went to go back and it was gone. So, hi, Pamela. Welcome, lurk away. No problem at all. Happy Mother's Day to all of our American mothers. And your screen is not frozen. I am actually here. And hello, Lizette. How is everyone today? Did you all get a chance to talk to, visit with, or otherwise make contact with your children that you can? I know I talked with a friend of mine today who's sadly outlived both of her children, so this is kind of a tough day for her. So I was trying to offer her my best wishes and knowing that it's a bittersweet day for her. Oh, Melody, you just go ahead and lurk away. We have prizes today too for Mother's Day. I'm so excited. Thanks to a anonymous donor who went into my Etsy shop and put together several packages for y'all. I get to offer a bunch of things today. Okay, Kenny, that is no problem at all. Sneak in those last few minutes with that beautiful granddaughter. And hello, Jane, and everybody. What we're going to do today is I have been having a bit of a play with my Mungyo pastels, and I have put links to things that I'll be using today in the description below, including my new book, my new mandalas book that was just released this last week. And thanks to you guys, is actually on the bestsellers list. Yay! Thank you all to everyone who has bought a copy so far. And okay, yeah, that is no problem at all. I'm going to assume that Joe is driving. Yes. And that you won't be watching and driving at the same time. And, I got to say that these are an unexpected delight. And, and so we're going to talk about that. But right now, I just want to say hi and happy Mother's Day. Charlotta, hello, my dear. How are you? And thank you, Natalia. And I am just delighted to be here. And before well, actually, I think I'll wait for that. Hi, Barb. Nice to see you. And so this week I've actually, I think maybe somewhere here in my stack of things, I made some notes. and I'm reading them, and they don't make any sense to me. Of course, they don't make any sense to me. What did I write down? I wrote down some questions that people had from last Sunday's stream. I've been trying all week to make a video, and I know the answer to that if she won't tell, Wendy. And yeah, undoubtedly, Wendy, I did write them at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was watching back the stream, and yes, undoubtedly. Now I do have the notes for my next best of book, which is coming out next week. Uh, this is the math part of it, where I have to figure out. The bane of my existence is coloring book covers, and so yes. Oh, yes. Hers is next Friday. Pickle's birthday is Friday coming up. Uh, okay, so here's my notes. You guys, you guys want to know my notes? First off, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who reached out to Ashley to answer her questions last week. Um, Watching and not chatting is you have. Oh, I'm sorry, Shara. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. You, especially if you have a headache, you lay down and take care of it. Hi, Shannon. Oh, bless you, my dear. Thank you for coming. And to anybody that I've missed, it isn't intentional. I actually do have a distance problem with be it if I want to see what I'm doing here, I can't be wearing my glasses. And if I can't wear my glasses, I can't see what's happening on the computer screen over there. So, uh, unless I lean into it and say, hello, everyone, happy Mother's Day. And then I also wanted to say apologies that I went off on a tangent about camera zooming when you guys were all talking about something else completely. And y'all know I'm want to do that. I'll although I've yet to figure out what's wrong with my camera, why I can't zoom out any further than this these days. It's something has changed somewhere and I can't find it. I've looked everywhere. Oh, and then the only other point that I wanted to make is I wanted to make certain that Donna D, coloring with D, knew that I was not the Christine behind the Benny Blue books because it sounded like um, for a second there she thought that I might be the same Christine that had drawn the Benny Blue books. And no, that is Christine Karen, who also has a channel and does all the fairies and is a great, great artist. And Elizabeth E. asked about an artist group that I belong to. So, Elizabeth, if you're here or if you're not, but you listen back, that group is called the Coloring Book Author Support Group, and it is on Facebook. It's specifically for coloring book artists to help them get their first book published. Most of us stick around to help the newbies coming up. I did that for about my first 5 books, and then I have since pretty much backed off from that group because I don't have the time um, to deal with it right now. So there are plenty of others who do, though. And hi, Cindy, and everybody. Okay. Wow, we've got 24 people in the house. And oh, I did want to say, uh, great streams this week. There have been some really great streams, um, and big shout out to Becky at Becky's Coloring Escape for the monumental achievement, and to all of the participants who achieved it and whose beautiful colorings went into it. But the logistics of putting together and getting all of the people, there were apparently 62 people who colored pages or who participated to get Joanna Basford's Magical Jungle book colored completely, every page, including the back cover. And then Becky put them all in a video. So if you get a chance, get over to Becky's channel and see um, what she has done if you haven't seen it already. All right, that is all the news that is fit to talk about for right now. And yes, it is so beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about these pastels. Now, the Mungyo pastels are super duper budget friendly. For what you get, there are 64 color blocks in here, and they look like this, and they come with all of this pretty stuff on top, and you know they're in a secondary. In addition to the box lid, there's also a like a one of these that has it's like a sleeve that goes over the box, holds everything together so it'll never fall apart on you. So beautiful packaging. I love that they include a separate black and a white in the narrow form in addition to this. And they're not huge. I mean, they're pretty small, but they go a really long way. But they are in fact chalk pastels. They will come off on your hands. So I do recommend that you have a handy wipe somewhere nearby. These are the unscented kind. You get them, I got these at the dollar store, 24 for $1, which I think is a great deal. They stay wet forever, when you go to use them. And so I will go ahead and get one out now. It's just a nice little handy washcloth. I will tell you though, I learned the hard way because I have a water brush plate here that has a paper towel on it. Do not put your baby wipe on your paper towel because the paper towel will suck all the moisture out of your baby wipe. So have a separate tray or a separate something for your baby wipe. In my case, I'm just going to stick it right up here on my palette for the time being and put this away. Now, I had a stressful week. Some of you know what happened. Some of you don't. As an artist, occasionally I have a little trouble paying the bills. And I ended up with no water this week because I could only make a partial payment on the water bill, or the part of the water bill. But yeah, in Virginia it's weird. We've got incoming water and outgoing water, and we have to pay both bills. They both have the power to turn you off, that kind of thing. Got the water bill paid. The sewer bill didn't get paid, or I've only made a partial payment. They took exception and shut me off. So I've never, because I live in Virginia and this is hurricane territory. We are never, I am never unprepared for such events. So I had a lot of water put by in buckets, big storage buckets that I keep for hurricanes. When we have hurricanes, you fill up all the buckets because you never know if it's going to flood and there's not going to be any running water. Well, I will say that a number of people stepped up and put money, or I don't want to say stepped up. a number of people very generously put money in my PayPal tip jar. So to those people who did, I want you to know that I was able to pay that bill. Um, and I went and did some retail therapy. Now, I will tell you that I spent $2.69. Um, I bought a poster sheet for 69 cents for because this one is starting to get old, and so one poster sheet is actually two of these presentation mats. So I bought those and I cut it in half, and I bought this so that Becky would not freak out every time I brush something off my page. So this is a super soft brush made by Sassy Chicks, and it's $1 at the dollar store. And I bought uh, makeup applicators for my pastels so we could do this today. And this was also $1 at the dollar store. So I like to be transparent. And so that was my retail therapy, my $2.69 for things for the channel for right now. Then, of course, if there's any residual, I will use that also for things for the channel. And I want to say thank you because you guys saved, you guys like basically saved me. So, enough of that. Let's talk about these pastels. Now, I swatch every single thing that I get into the studio. And so I swatched these finally just the other day. The tape, by the way, is for just to preserve because these are chalk pastels. And even though I did use a workable fixative on the sheet after I did it, I just wanted to make sure that they didn't rub off and that they maintained their vibrancy. So I went ahead and uh, put pieces of cellophane tape over it. So you can see that the colors of these pastels are simply amazing. They're bright, they're vibrant, there are a ton of colors. There's several different kinds of black. Um, Hi, Christina. Nice to see you. Hi, Nick and Tina. There's several different kinds of colors black, quite a few blues. If you include the light turquoise, the royal, um, and lots of greens. Um, and it's just a really, really nice set. And oh, hi, Becky. Did you hear me about what I got for you, dear? So that you won't freak out about me brushing stuff. I got this just for you, Becky. So I don't brush Prismacolor dust anywhere. And or actually pastel dust too. You don't want to flick pastel dust, by the way, into the air. If you do have pastel dust, just tap it off in your trash because you don't want to be breathing it. So these were all actually water set. I actually have been using my pastels like they were water colors. I've tried a lot of different ways of using them, and with varying degrees of success. So let's look at that. This is the page that I am working on right now with them, and I thought that we would continue on. This also is the this book belongs to page in my new book. Um, and well, hello, Katrina. Nice to see you, and thank you for coming. And hi, Katie. And hi, Corolla. And oh, that's so wonderful. I love to see everybody. Happy Mother's Day. And so, at any rate, now here, there's a couple of things that I do want to say. At this particular point in time, I can tell you categorically that pastels are not my favorite thing to color with. I think they're wonderful for backgrounds. Um, I'm certain that the pencils don't behave any differently than what I've been able to do here. So I can say that my water mediums that I love, my Derwent Inktense, Derwent Inktense will forever remain the crowning glory of my collection. I love my Prismacolors. Uh, I love all of my water mediums. Pastels, I'm going to say I can sort of take or leave at this particular time. But remembering that I am just starting with them, I made tons and tons of mistakes. I tried to put purple down over yellow, and all I created was brown. So you cannot lay them on top of each other the way that I had hoped that you could with water. You could probably get away with it dry, but I put water on it, and that was a mistake. But I do like the way they act, and I think that with a little more of a learning curve, I could probably figure out how to use them better. So I am going to start watching people who use them well. People like Passionista Colorista, Isabel. Her channel is Passionista Colorista, and it's spelled exactly the way you'd think it would be. Um, and she is terrific with pastels, with the Mangyo block pastels. Another one who is fantastic with them, I believe, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, is it Olivia? Olivia, coloring with Olivia, only it's spelled Olivier, uh, Olivier, I believe. She also is fantastic with them. So there is all of that. I also, I was in Dee Dee's stream on Monday, and somebody was talking about Lena, and I had never heard of Lena. It's actually, I think that her name is Miss Linux, is how her name on YouTube. And but I've started watching her, and she is a multimedia person, and but she's charming, and she's very, very good. And so I would recommend that anybody looking for a channel like that, if you're in Dee Dee's channel and you see Lena, go check her out. Go look at um, her channel as well. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon just put in Isabel Passionista Colorista's stream. She put in a link to that. Um, so if Shannon, if you know where to find it, and you can find one for Olivia, coloring with Olivia, and one. I don't know if you can get one for Miss Linux too, but that would be great. I just like to tell everybody. And then, of course, the other person that I do want to make a special mention to is Sandy at Color Creatively, COLOR, and then Creatively. Um, uh, she did a wonderful Happy Mail video this week. She had gotten a gift from our beautiful Miss Kenny, and her reaction is just wonderful. But she also gave a shout out to my channel. And oh, speaking of which, there she is. Color Creatively just popped into the chat. That is Sandy, has an absolutely fabulous channel. Please check her out. As does, I think I already mentioned Becky at the top of the show, with her wonderful achievement. Uh, and all of the other people, if you've got channels and would like to mention that, please do put in the 3 hearts. Everybody who's here, please watch for those 3 hearts. And you can go, if you put your cursor or your device over the name of the person, you'll see that there's 3 little dots that will pop out on your screen. Just click those dots, right click those dots, and click Go to Channel, and it should, if you're on a laptop, it will open it in a new window. You won't leave my stream, but that one will come up in a new window. And please do like and subscribe and hit the notifications for some of these channels because they really are fantastic. All right, now all of that. Okay, so I've basically said my piece about the fact that my water mediums are still my number one thing. But I'm bound and determined to learn to color with pastels. I really am. Now I like the water setting. You can use one of the things about pastels is that they are so versatile. You can use them dry, you can use them wet, you can use them in a variety of ways. Um, Coloring books are a little bit hard to use block pastels. And so I've gone about this in two ways, and I'll show you both of them. What I'm doing here, for those who might not have guessed already, is I'm working on a color wheel. And hi, Donna. Nice to see you. Donna, it was you. I can see you're just arriving. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I am not the Christine behind the Benny Blue books. That's Christine Karen, and I'm Christine Aldridge. So hopefully that takes care of that. I saw that in last week's stream, and I just wanted to clear it up really quick. All right, um, so I'm making a color wheel with primary and secondary colors. So of course, primary colors are yellow, and I'm going to put red here because yellow and red make orange. So that, so this one will be red. And I'll show you what I did. The first thing I want to do is use a lighter color for a highlight color. So I just did this. And it doesn't really matter if I go over the black lines or not, because I'm going to hit those up with glitter pen. Oh, good, good. I'm glad. I figured that you did, Donna, but I certainly, I am of the opinion that Christine Karen could build an empire on her fairies and her Benny Blue book. Those Benny Blue books are quite the most charming thing that I've seen in a long time. And I just wanted to make sure that she was getting all the credit for that because, she's kind of amazing. And it's actually Miss Linux, Linux, but it's okay. I will find her, and I will be sure to pop in a link to Lena's channel, um, so that it'll be there after this stream. But yeah, I think that if you typed in Linux, you would end up getting just a gajillion returns. So I'm subscribed to her. Shannon, don't worry about it. I'll put it in later. Because, of course, Linux is the operating system that most shareware nowadays is built under. So, and I, of course, am a firm believer. What I'm doing is I'm just taking my water brush and spreading this color around. If you get pastels wet, they will act very similar to watercolor paint. When they dry, they'll be chalky again and they will brush off. So, they're not quite as brushable or, damaged as they would be if you didn't hit them with water. But water is certainly one way to do like a set on them. And I should give credit where credit is due. I had no idea you could do this with chalk pastels until I saw Sandy at Color Creatively do it. And she was coloring the baskets out of one of my books. My book, Flowers of Fantasy. And she did, let me find it real quick. She did these two pictures, and she framed them side by side. And she did the bottom portion with tritones. I had never seen Kohinoor tritones. And then, and it was so amazing. And she was kind enough to send me a set of tritones, and I colored with them in another one of my books, and they are amazing. And then she did the top portion in with pencil pastels, uh, basically pastels, but in pencil form. And then she did her backgrounds with watercolors, and the whole effect was just absolutely incredible. So, thank you, Sandy, for turning me on to how to make pastels act like this. And so this is one way directly on the page. And then I'll show you the other way that I found for little spots. Uh-oh, hang on. I don't want Becky freaking out. Okay, there we go. And also the other thing about pastels is if you do have a boo-boo, and believe me, on this page so far, I've had more than plenty of boo-boos. Your kneaded eraser is your best friend, because wait for it to dry. If you have a place where it gets on your page, and if it's wet, wait for it to dry. But if it's dry, you can just brush it right off or erase it right off with your kneaded eraser. And if you don't have one, this is what they are. It's an eraser. When you first get it, it looks like a block of clay, and as you can see, it acts like clay. I will tell you that the smell, it smells like polymer clay, which it's obviously some kind of polymer. Um, and I also tried wrapping it in Saran wrap. Big mistake. Don't do that. Don't do that. Um, just if you set it out on your, just and it never dries out, which is why I know it's obviously some kind of polymer. Um, but after a while, it doesn't smell as noticeable anymore. Okay, so I just did that. I'm going to let that dry and work on another section. And we're going to go back because this is going to be our red one. So I'll be adding red. And I'm looking like I want to zoom in just a tad. Well, one thing about it, I do have my full zooms back. All right, guys, for those of you who are having trouble with your 920, your C920, and you're only getting one level of zoom, where the problem is, and Susie, I think that this is going to basically apply to you. You were originally going through OBS. Make sure that your camera is backed all the way out in OBS, and then go to your software, your C920 software, and open it up and make sure that you're not on photo. Make sure that you're on video. I corrected both of those things, and I now have my zoom back, because that's just 2 zooms and I have like 5 left. So, and to show you that, That was 2. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get it? Tons of zoom here. Okay. Whoops. Going the wrong direction. Excuse me. I swore that when they started giving us all of these free things to use on YouTube, that I would figure out how to use them. So, or at least try. Go down swinging anyway. Excuse me. Okay, so now this one, yellow and blue make green. Whoops. Yellow and blue will make green. So this space here will be blue. Once again, I'm going to choose a light blue to be my, and this actually almost looks green. But what I've been doing is putting a light of color down underneath. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fight off a cough. So that my flowers have a little depth. Looking for a little two-toning. Oh no. Stop. But I love how this works. It's very cool. And I'm going to ask those of you who have OCD, please don't panic about the little blotches. I will be careful not to smear them, and I will tap them off. Now, pastels are, of course, a different finish than the smoothness that you get with pencils. So, hang on one second. I'm going to hit mute. Okay, I'm back. I am sorry. As people who watch me regularly know, I only use my voice once a week on my stream. And we have once again had a week of rain, which means there is once again mold in the air. So, not to mention the fact that I also smoke, although I try not to. I did cave this week after being really good for a couple of weeks. Okay, so now when you have something like that, you just pick it up with your kneaded eraser, or you can tap it off in the trash can, whichever you prefer. But yeah, you need to talk to the cats more. Well, I only have the one cat, and I talk to her. I do, but I mean, I can't talk to her all day. Yeah, that's so funny though. And also, if you have any questions for me, if you could put them in caps, that really helps me to be able to pick them out of the. It's not shouting, I promise, and I won't take it that way. So what I was saying was, is that the pastels are a different finish than your smooth watercolors or your pencils or things like that. It's not an unattractive finish. It's actually quite beautiful. It's just not my favorite finish, but I think it's important to be able to use anything because you never know. Someday you might be stuck on a desert island with nothing but pastels and a coloring book, and you want to be able to use them. Okay, so then of course that means that this one is going to be purple because red and blue will make purple. Remember that these are just our highlight colors that are going down right now. I'm sorry. Everything on everything is backward on on your camera when you're streaming. So I keep moving the wrong direction. I love to play with new tools though. I have to say, I really do. Oh, you know what? We should do a giveaway. We should do a giveaway. We have 43 people in the house. Thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. I really appreciate that. But this is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is all about gifting. And we have three things, and possibly four, to give away today. Now, I do want to say that thanks to an anonymous donor, or I know who she is, and I haven't yet seen her, but she has basically donated a set of five. These are the things she bought. She bought the set of five Color On exclusives from my shop. So we have one of those or to give away. She bought a set of all five dragons. All five of the dragon drawings is another prize. And she also bought a PDF copy of the new book that I'm coloring out from now so that we can give that away. And and yes, and if I don't, yeah, that is important. Thank you, Shannon. If I don't see your question, and I did apologize to everybody last week, or not last week, but 2 weeks ago, because there was a question, and literally everybody tried to get my attention, and nobody could, and it got to the point where it was annoying for the people in the stream. So please know that I'm not ignoring you. I am literally just that bad at actually seeing sometimes the chat. Sometimes I'm really good. I mean, and other times I'm not. But if I miss it watch the follow-up video because then I will answer the question. And okay, so the way that that our giveaways work is that we generally figure out how approximately how many people are in chat, and I almost always go with you want to wait until you see me type the words go go go. Okay, you want to make sure that you are on live chat. So you need to go up to the top of your screen where it says top chat or live chat, and you need to make sure that you are on live chat. The other thing that you want to do is you want to check to make sure that your little red light that for live is on. In other words, that will prevent you from having lag. So hopefully you will see the typing go up as I say it. So you wait until you see me type go, go, go. Type in a number between 1 and 100. Only type one number in per person. You cannot you cannot retract it and put another number in if you see somebody has already taken that number. The first person who gets closest to the number without going over wins. And once again, don't type in anything until you see me type the words go, go, go when you see those appear on your screen. So I'll give you a couple seconds to do all of that stuff. And oh, yes, and especially thank you, Pickle. Yeah, that's really important. Please don't chat during the number entry or until we show that the number has been picked and the winner announced. And the reason is because chat moves so fast up the screen that the moderators lose the numbers. The they roll off the screen before they can find out who won. Now it's not so much a problem in my streams as it is in some of the ones that have a couple of hundred people in them. But it does happen, and it's a good habit to get into to not do it. Okay, so is there anybody who doesn't understand what we just said? And Shannon is putting in the rules right now. And yes, it's international because everything is PDF. So what you'll be getting is a PDF, and the book will be a PDF. I can probably email you the sets of 5 drawings, but the book itself is a kind of a behemoth of a file, and so that has to be delivered via Dropbox. I just give you a link, you just go download it. And good luck to everybody. Okay. In that case, then, it does not appear that anybody has any questions. So, go, go, go. Number between 1 and 100. First person to get close or get to the number that doesn't, before we go, you know what I mean. You just heard me say it. I'll just shut up now. Do-do-do-do. My phone rang today. It about scared me half to death. I realized it was the alarm. Because no one ever calls me. Stranger things have happened, that's for sure. Let's see here. There it is. We will go ahead and give it another, say, 15 seconds. If you don't have your number in yet, please enter your number. Loretta, once you delete a number, you can't enter another one. Okay, we are done. So we will say yep, one number per person. You can't delete or change your number. And stop, stop, stop. Okay, so now we have random .org open, and we've got the numbers entered. Between 1 and 100, we're going to generate the number. The winning number is 53. So number is 53. I'm getting windy. Verica. Verica. She does have it first. Verica, yes. Verica and Wendy entered the same number, but Verica entered it first. So, Verica, you are the winner of the first prize. And that is the set of, was the first one on the list, the set of the 5 color on exclusive drawings. So, Verica, if you would email me at CLAldridgeArt, I'm going to write it here, CL, whoops. For heaven's sakes, I can't type today either. Thank you. At gmail.com. Thank you, Shannon. I should just leave it to you, Shannon. I know how good you are. Thank you. So that's just one of 3 prizes or more that we have today, guys. And okay, now we're going to go back to this. So, yay! Congratulations, Verica. And, whoops, oh dear. This is why I put this in a flap case. It just fell off my desk. So, oh, I was going to say, Loretta, I know you know better. That's okay. Loretta, there are 3 prizes today. Now, I have actually picked up the wrong brush, but that's okay because this one works too. This is just a different size than the one I was using originally. But And this is Create Space paper, by the way. Um, the only real concession that I make, or I should not say that, it is no longer Create Space paper. It is Amazon paper through Kindle KDP. This is not the worst paper in the world, people. If you are gentle with it, you can, in fact, watercolor on it. I do it all the time. May Brox does it all the time. Many people do. In fact, I believe Sandy did, although she might have. Sandy, I don't remember if you colored on, if you copied these onto cardstock before you did it or not. I think she might. See how easily that. Oh, actually, you can't see that, can you? Jeez Louise, Christine. See how easily that kneaded eraser picks up that pastel, though? Gets rid of all the little spots on your page. Yes, exactly, Deb. She really does. Now, I did that. Excuse me. Remember when I did this page here? Let me back off on the camera for just a second. Remember when I did this page? And I did this in watercolors. I did this with the Cotmans. And of course, you know, this is Amazon paper. And I even got a little crazy with it right here and actually wore a hole in the paper, and it's still fine. I mean, yes, it's buckled, but as you can see, it's pretty much flat. I just love the way that one turned out. Shannon gave me this book and the Graphitins that I used to color this one. And I just absolutely love it. So this is an interesting book, an interesting artist. He is an interesting artist, that Dennis. Dennis Preston is his name. Oops, sorry. I occasionally end up with the little loose hair or stray hairs in the shot. Pay no attention to those. Well, we try to have fun here, I think. Don't we? Playing with different mediums and experimenting with things. Now, of course, these I did use a fair amount of gel pen on, and these are the what I've been using is the hybrid dual metallics, but any metallic or even a matte gel pen would work. I just happen to like the little extra zhuzh that it gives. You know, zhuzh. Zhuzh is fun. It's a fun word. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I was a little concerned about these greens, so I will show you a different technique before we move on to these. And that is to actually use, and I apologize for my arms. These are my Prismacolors that live out here in front of me all the time. Okay, so this is a Caran d'Ache palette, but if you don't have one of these, then just use this stuff. This is a mat from the dollar store, and it looks like this. So it's basically a chopping mat. There's two pieces. It's 11 by 11 inches by 14 inches. Yeah, literally 11 by 14. I cut it in half. I didn't cut it in half. I cut it precisely to fit my large books. There's 2 sheets in here. So I've got one for my large books, one for my 8.5 by 11 inch books, and then a bunch of little spare pieces. And then I use the spare pieces, and hang on just a second, let me see if I can find one, because it's got that little bit of texture. And so you can use it as a palette. There it is. You can use it just like, if you don't have one of these, you can use it as a palette. And so I'll show you that, since, we'll save you $10 of having to go out and buy one of those. So I'll just do that and then use a water brush to just sort of make a little pasty, just a little paste with it. And then you can paint with that. Now I know I should not be going over, I've got my hand down on that, and I should not do that while it's still wet. So I'm going to move those out of the way. I'm actually going to turn the book so that I'm not coming into direct contact with that wet one. It will take a lot of abuse, but you don't want to lay your wet hand, or you don't want to lay your hand down on it wet. And if you are not able to turn your book or don't want to, then you can just lay a sheet of wax paper. So that you don't smear the pastel around. And it acts just like, so you're just picking it up. So I didn't realize that I've got my camera controls up in front of everything. Thank you, Sung. Oh, thank you, Sung. And thank you, Sung. You missed a giveaway earlier, my girl. Maybe you can catch the next one. Ooh, I've already been on 1 hour and 4 minutes. We should probably do a next one, huh? And you can add as much or as little as you like. The reason why I'm leaving the centers sort of blank like this is because I want those to be the darker of the 2 greens. We'll add the darker and then we'll do another giveaway. Because it's Mother's Day. And that's what Mother's Day is. I don't have my mother anymore. She passed away when I was very young. And but I love that this is the day of the year that people celebrate their moms. Although all of us should be celebrating our moms every day. Victoria, I can't claim credit for it, but thank you. Yes, I saw Sandy do this, at Color Creatively with, not with this kind of pastel, but with pastel pencils. And then, of course, she also has these kinds of pastels, and I've seen her do other things with them. And then also Isabel at Fashionista Colorista, and I believe Color with Olivia. And I also think that Labelia, has done some things with them as well. Now, here's what's interesting. Once you get all done with the water part of it, you can still use one of these to smooth it out. So that's what I did here. I didn't like how blotchy these leaves were, so I smoothed them out with this little guy here, which is why he's looking so, so sort of used, used and abused. These are some sort of silicone. They're not a natural fiber, and so, and I didn't, I got a little ambitious when I was rubbing. So you can see that there's a piece of it, maybe it's on this side, yeah, that's sort of lifting off. But otherwise, they're pretty tough. And for $1 for 20, it's hard to go wrong. There's 20 in that package. Got them at the dollar store. So, I like retail therapy where you only spend $2.69. It's like that is my kind of retail therapy. I think I probably spent more in gas to get there than I did at the dollar store, and I still came home. Those are the things that I got that were not channel or not household related. Otherwise, I bought dish soap, toilet paper, and something else. Oh, hydrogen peroxide. That was it. So this time I'm just doing it in the opposite direction, or the opposites. And you can just wipe off your brush and then go back to your lighter green to do the outsides of this one. And once again, you can smooth them. You can go over them with the, with the gel pen. They really are hugely versatile. And then, of course, when you're ready to do backgrounds, you can do huge swaths by, instead of using the end, this way, use it this way. Although I'm not going to do that because I don't want to lay that. I don't want to waste it. Ooh, but look how pretty that is. It's a pretty blue. These are, and these Mungyos are so budget friendly and so vibrant. I'm just shocked at how vibrant they are. You don't usually think of chalk pastels as being vibrant. They're usually dull and sort of lifeless, although there have been many beautiful things made out of them. Hi, Gary. Welcome. Hi, Nika and Victoria and Kathy G. Is it Geisel? Is that it? Kathy Geisel? Giesel. And Sung is bringing tea or coffee. Oh, coffee. Yay. Yes, ma'am. I've been drinking tea for a couple weeks now. I need to remember to go get some coffee. Although I did get a coffee at the 7-Eleven this morning. About 5 a.m. so that I could, and you could just mix and match and blend and do all of that kind of stuff. Now I will tell you that that these are, I'm going to have to really play with these to learn how to blend pastels, or even if pastels can be blended to make other colors. That is a question that I don't really know the answer to. So let's see if we can find it out. Shall we? As we go off on a little tangent here to see if we can blend other colors. Let's start with things that we know blend. Let's start with a red and a cayenne blue. And let's see if we can blend for a purple. Because you know I'm all about the purple. Oops. Sorry. We got glare on it and everything. Okay, let's go to, actually, let's take a nice clean sheet of unsullied, oh, we are cooking with gas. Look at that. See, now there was still a little bit of the blue up there, and so it did that. We can go all the way around. Sort of try and blend it in a little more. Oh yeah, you could do something with that. Make little clouds. Not very good at making clouds, unfortunately. So yeah, wow. So that blended good. Well, sorry. That blended well. Blended good. Talk much, Christine? I'm my own grammar police. Okay. What else makes what? Let's go with green and red. And see if we can get a nice brown. Not that we need a nice brown. With 64 colors, this is sort of an exercise in not really needed, because you've got all your colors really anyway, right? So but it's nice to have a bit of a play. That's sort of a more of a reddish. It's actually more of a purple than it is a brown, but when it dries, it certainly pass for brown. Is May here? Does anybody know? Shannon wants me. Okay. I'm watching, Shannon. Thank you, Pickle. Giveaway. Oh, yes. Thank you, Heather. Duh. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to be doing the giveaway. Okay. No problem. Okay. In that case, then, quickly, the rules are when you see me type go, 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 type in a number between 1 and 100. You are allowed to enter one number. You are not allowed to erase your number and enter another number once the numbering has started. If someone else picks the same number as you, unfortunately, you have to wait until the next round. And I know you do, Shannon. Make sure you are on live chat and not top chat. Make sure that you've got the red light glowing on your video, that you are watching live and aren't lagging behind. The prize this time is a set of the 5 dragons, the new dragons. For those of you that do not know what I'm talking about, these are the dragons. Whoops. Now let's hang on. Hang on, let's zoom out. Thank you, ladies, for keeping me in line. Keeping the chat moving. Yes, also no chatting during the number entry or immediately thereafter until we figure out who the winner is. This is dragon number 1, dragon number 2, oops, dragon number 3, dragon number 4, and dragon number 5. And these are this package of 5 drawings. These were donated. These are my drawings. They are from my Etsy shop. They are available individually, but the lady who donated them wanted them grouped, and so we've grouped them, or actually left it up to me, and I grouped them as a group of 5 for the purposes of Mother's Day. So somebody gets, and these, by the way, are the brand new, not in any book yet, drawings that are only available as PDFs in my Etsy shop. So if we are ready, then as soon as you see me type go, 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 you may begin entering your numbers and go, go, go. Remember, between 1 and 100, only enter one number. The person who gets closest to the number chosen without going over is the winner. You are not allowed to change your numbers. And good luck to everyone. And please no chatting during the number entry. Except by me. I can say, hello, Le Bookworm. And I'm trying, oh, hi, Jude, and Pamela, and Fern. And see, this is how I get to see who's here. And Joey, and Nika, and Vicky, and I know I probably said hi to all of you guys before, but I'm saying it again. Gary, I love that you're here. And Gary is my peacekeeper. Yeah, I love that, Shauna. You never know, like I say. Like when Vicky entered 1 before. Yeah, stranger things have happened. Loretta, have you got your number in, my dear? And just a reminder to go ahead and get your numbers in. We will give it another 15 seconds from right now. And we are at stop, stop, stop. Okay. Is everybody ready? Whoops. Yeah, let's not do that again. Oh, no. Hello, phone. Don't fail me now. Okay, before we had number 53, and this time we are going to have number 74. So the number is 74. Excellent. Welcome, Lead Bookworm. You are the winner. Congratulations. Yes, you did. Would you like to know what you won? Or were you here in time to see that you won? Or to see what the prize was? I know I've certainly walked into streams, especially on Belinda's channel. I seem to do it all the time on Belinda's channel. But what you have won, Bookworm, is a PDF set of these 5 coloring pages from my Etsy shop. I will deliver those to you via email or by, if the files are too big, via a Dropbox link. Not that one. These 5. And so, yes, these are coloring pages. And so that is the prize that you have won, is those 5. And I will thank you, Heather. Thank you very much. And if you would email me, watch this, Shannon's probably going to beat me to it. At gmail.com with your information, your email. There you go. I see I win this time, Shannon. You won last time. I will get those out to you after the stream. Or by tomorrow morning at the absolute outside latest. Anyway, okay. All right, so yes, we can blend them. And that's good. Now you know about the palette thing, the palette hack, which is one of my favorite things. Okay, now let's talk about layering these. I have found, and let's choose a blue. Let's choose the blue that we want. We want a nice true blue. So I'm going to go with the one that, oh, by the way, the Mungyos have no color names. So yeah, we probably should in about 5 minutes, Shannon. Can we do it in about 5 minutes? Just so I can get one more thing demonstrated before we do that. I don't remember what. Because we have everybody's attention now, you mean? Okay, Heather, 5 minutes, and you keep me honest, sweetie. Be sure to put it in caps. Keep me honest. Um, let's see. Okay, they didn't come with any names, so I made up my own names for them. And of course, I'm a bit of a traditionalist, so so I call them things like True Blue and Lagoon Blue and Caribbean Blue. I could have named them, more interesting names, but I didn't. Okay, so now let's talk about another way to work with these. And that is like this. You don't need anything fancy. You can literally do this with your fingers. Now, it is a little messier. There is no doubt about that. But chalk pastels were actually intended to be worked with your fingers. So you do that. Now, what happens though is that you primarily end up with most of it on your hands. And so I don't particularly care for this method. Kind of not my thing. Not really a finger painter. And yeah, hey, May, good to see you. Okay. So it's really kind of not my thing to do it like that. I kind of prefer the water. And so I'm much more likely to go back over it a little bit with water. And I'm not going to go all the way out to the edges because I want those to remain that sort of lighter blue. And let's see if I can zoom you back in. Yeah, I couldn't believe I got all those zooms back. There's what was that was 10 and I still had at least 3 more. That was kind of amazing. Okay. This is my May. I'm just working on a color wheel sort of thingy. I'm just using the Munyo chalk pastels and just playing, having fun. Okay. Has it been 5 minutes yet, Heather? I'm gonna guess that it probably. But wait, what are we gonna do for the other half hour? I don't want everybody to leave. Go, well, she's not gonna give anything else away. So actually, yes, but actually, there is going to also be one other thing, and that is going to be a physical copy of the book. And of course, everything is open to everybody, whether or not it's international or stateside or whatever. The only thing is that you have to be in a country that I can actually use, like a Visa or a not a Visa, but a MasterCard or something like that, uh, at your Amazon country, because I cannot afford the shipping from the United States, guys. It costs $27 to ship a book from here across the ocean, 2 books actually, and I just cannot afford that. Period. So that's why we do PDFs. Okay. Alrighty. because those I can send everywhere. Okay, so it's a copy of this book. Now, for those of you who might be in chat who have not yet seen this book, I am not going to do a flip through because most of the people who've been in here are probably sick of looking at it by this point. Thank you huge to the coloring community for all they have done for me in getting the push on this book out there. Sammy, Susie, Caroline, Becky, who colored my stuff this week, Sandy, all the people that have bought it uh, and shown it and been excited with me in streams about it and all of that kind of good stuff. You just have no idea what it means to me. So the prize is a PDF copy of this book. There is a flip through of it everywhere, but there is also one in my last Sunday stream. There's a version set to music as well in my playlists. And this is the one, by the way, from last Sunday. And this is only as far as I've gotten on with it. But this is the Prismacolors. And I've got my Prismas that I'm using bundled up here because I knew I was going to do something else today. And if I put them back, I'll forget which ones I was using. So this is as far as I've gotten with this. But giveaway, Christine. Okay. Shut up. Anybody that has stumbled in that does not know the rules. And Rochelle has two bit. Oh, okay. And okay. So no, yeah. So let's do it again. Do I need to go over the rules quick? No. Okay. In that case, go, go, go. Enter your numbers between 1 and 100. Only enter one number per person. You cannot change your number. Don't chat during the number entry. Please don't chat immediately thereafter until we find out who won. And the winner, of course, this time will receive the PDF copy of this book. So if you've already bought this book and don't want the PDF copy, or if you've already bought this book but would like to gift a PDF copy, you can do that as well. You just need to tell me the email of the person who you want me to send the link to. Because it's Mother's Day and we're giving away gifts, or Anonymous is giving away gifts, and I'm giving them away too. Beside which, people like to print things on their own paper. So I know. All right, we're going to go for another 15 seconds. 15-second warning, everybody. I think this is turning out so cute. And stop, stop, stop. No further entries, please. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Are we ready? The number is the number 5. Heather, you can enter. You could have entered. There is going to be another one, Heather. We're going to do it right now. Kathy is 5. Okay, Kathy. Kathy G. Kathy Geisel. Kathy, you are the winner. Yay. Oh, Caroline. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I know it's late there or getting late there. So I really appreciate that. Oh, no problem, Donna. Donna, no problem. It happens. Don't worry about that. Haha, that's wonderful. Kathy, thank you very much. And I guess the other thing in the news is this. Uh, and I'm trying to type in my email address, Kathy, because what you need to do is email me here with your email address and tell me, and then I can send you the link. What I need is your email address to be able to send you the link. So email me there. Okay. Uh, the other thing that is in the news, I just finished the cover today on the next best of book. Now, that this the new best of book is not going to be a book that those of you who already have, and I just did that, didn't I? I just showed you that code again. Oh well. Here's the deal. I will have changed it again by the end of the day. Um, since it's got images, top images from all 8 of the books, those of you like Susie, who is so wonderful and has all of my books, and several others here I know who have them all, are not going to want it. Or if you do want it, you'll want it to give away to somebody who's not familiar with my art. But basically, it's a sampler with 5 of the top 10 drawings from each of my books, the 5 most popular drawings. And there'll be 2 volumes. The first volume will come out now, and the second volume will come out around the beginning of the summer. And so that way, people don't have to buy all 9 books or 8 books, 9 books now, to have the sort of the best of. So, the drawings that, although most people have colored every page in the book, uh, I recognize that not all of them are as popular as some of them were. So that's what I'm trying to say. All right, and Pickle, yes, Pickle, you don't know about the third, not until Friday. You don't know about that third one. And oh, for you, okay, good. Thanks, Susie. I love you. I just love you, Susie. I love. There is nothing I don't love about you. I love the fact that you live in a cottage where 17 people would be out the front and out the back, and I love that because that is just where I would love to live, and the fact that you live in Scotland, which is the one and only country that I actually really want to visit someday, and so anyway. Uh, well, and probably England too, because my family is originally from England. Something about the village of Aldridge is where they came from. I'm not sure where that is, but anyway, uh, we're going to give away another book right now. Ellie, this one is going to be a choice. You can choose a physical book if you are within reach of an Amazon country where I can use either an Amazon gift card or my bank card, and otherwise it's got to be a PDF. Uh, Or if you're in the United States, you get to choose. You get to choose either way, unless it's a part of the world where I can't use my card because I don't carry cash. And so at any rate, uh, one more time, everybody. And we do have some new people who've just come in. Anybody new who's just come in who doesn't understand contest rules about don't chat and enter a number between 1 and 100, don't chat until after the number's drawn, don't change your number, uh, and all of that. Hi, Darlene, and hi, all the people that are coming in right now. Hi, little sister Cheryl. We are just about to do another contest, you guys. So let's do this, and then we can chat all we want. Go, 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 one more time. Between 1 and 100, only enter once. Don't change your number. Person who gets closest without going over wins. And it's so delightful to see everybody entering. Thank you very much. That's humbling. When somebody's not interested in the prize, they don't enter. So it's nice to see so many people entering. Yay! And there are 53 people and 45 thumbs up. That is a huge ratio. Thank you so very much. Okay. Oh, oh, there's a sound I have not heard all day. Thank you very much, whoever that was, and that one too. Okay, uh, we're going for another 15 seconds, beginning now. Oh, something has happened. And there we go. Stop, stop, stop. And okay, yay! I actually love this part, you guys. You really have no idea how much I do love this part. Uh, I know who that is doing that. My dear, what are you doing? Okay, never mind. I will not question things. I will just simply find out from you whenever you are ready to tell me. And we hit generate, and it is 95. The number she is 95. For today, it is Loretta. Is it Loretta? Yay! Wait, now we got Mousy. We got Mousy. Uh-oh. Which one is it? Number is 95. It's Mousy Deb. That's good too. That's good too. Hanked up, Loretta. There's apparently there's going to be another prize today. Aha, I'll tell you about it in just a second. Oh, I love this. I love this. Uh, it is mousy. Okay. All right. In that case, then, Deb, yay. You, I believe, may already have it, but please do, yeah, please do email me at this address anyway. So I have your email because, I would love to have your email if I don't already have it. And I don't think I do, although I might. Um, ah, wait, stop. I hit the wrong button. You'd think that I would put this in a, so I'd have it and I could just do that. Okay, so that is for today, Shara? That is for today. Mousy, Deb, that is very, very kind of you. Actually, Deb, I was going to do that anyway. So both of you will be winners. Beside which, I wanted to send Loretta a little something anyway. So, but that is very generous of you. So, as far as I'm concerned, both Loretta and Mousy are going to win that. And okay, so that one is today. Okay, everybody, we have, courtesy of Shara, Shara right there. Shara likes to color and chat. We have another entire set of dragons to give away today. And there they are. Now, this will be uh, another one that will be delivered via, they'll arrive for PDFs and they'll be delivered probably as a bundle via Dropbox. And so we're all still here. We all know the rules. And we will go one more time. Loretta, you just won a copy of my book. And you and Deb both won on that one. Because I got it wrong, but never mind. But Deb wants you to have it, Loretta. And if you don't want the Mandela book, it's okay. You can choose another one. All right. So this one is for a full set of the dragon drawings, courtesy of Shara. All the same rules apply. Go, go, go. Hi, Naomi. I'm so glad to see you here. Oh, yay. I just love this. It is so wonderful to see everybody. Okay, we are going for another 15 seconds. Okay, there it is. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. And the number is 29. The number is 29. Yahoo! Gary! Looks like there's a consensus this time. Gary, yay! Yay, yay, yay. Gary, do you need me to put my email again? Or do you think you could get it? Or have you already got it? Kind of thing. I can put it in again. Loretta, be sure to email me. Email me your address, honey. Or your email address. Because you got a book coming your way. As does Deb. Deb, email me anyway. And to all of the winners today, I am. You did? Well, Shannon, I can make that up to you, honey. Just tell me anything else that you might want, and I'll send it to you. It doesn't have to be that. Okay, there it is, Gary. All right. Okay, I have 7 minutes. Does anybody know if the next streamer is coming on? Is Deb gonna come on at 4? Loretta, just put in winner. Okay, so Deb is not going to be streaming. So you're telling me that if I wanted to, I could just go on and on? Okay, all right. Okay, well, that's good. Okay. I don't happen to have a link to Sean's stream handy. I've got one to Deb's and everybody else's, but so Shannon, if or yeah, if somebody would like to put in a link to Sean, please feel free to do so. It For those of you who would like to continue watching streams today, the next streamer up, I have just been informed, will be Sean. He is color with a U with canvas, Canvas, and one of my mods will put in a link to him. He is a lovely fellow, uh, excellent colorist, and and great guy, I guess. I don't really know him very well, so. Mouse in the garden? I don't have mouse in the garden. Oh, okay. Mouse in the garden. Okay, I will find out which one I named that. I will find out which one I named that, and I'll send that one to you, Sean. Uh, Yeah, no, just your email address, Loretta. Yeah, just your email address. Because now, Loretta, do you have a printer? Or if you, Loretta, if you want me to send you the physical book, then send me your physical address. If you want me to send you a PDF that you can print out, then just send me your email address. So Loretta, if the physical book works better for you, you're here in the United States, right? Aren't you like in Alabama or Miss some? Yeah, okay, yeah. If that would work better for you, then send me your physical address and I'll get a book out to you. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming today and celebrating Mother's Day with me. And while we had a little play with our pastels, and hopefully, you'll give your pastels a try. Once again, super budget friendly, great for backgrounds, uh, possibly for coloring. If you love it, go for it. And and once again, Sean should be coming up next live. And as I always say, until we meet again, please color something pretty. And I do promise that this week I'm going to be making lots and lots of videos. I am once again putting literally the cover together, which is the last step of the next sampler book. And that will be for fans who maybe only have one of my books and they want all of them but don't want to spend that. So just buy the best of editions, volume 1, 2, and the mandalas, and you'll have the rest of everything. Okay? So until we meet again, color something pretty. Thanks for being here. Bye, everybody. Happy Mother's Day.